my cute Psi Phi. I say, who's that knocking at my door? Well, it's the Q, trying to break it on down. Who's that knocking at my door? Well, it's the Q, trying to break it on down. Who's that knocking at my door? Well, it's the Q, trying to break it on down. Who's that knocking at my door?
Good day, brothers. My name is Norm Sr. I'm the assistant editor of the Oracle. I'm here today with Brother Hampton, and we're going to discuss a little bit about the fraternity. Good day, Brother Hampton. I'm humbled to be in your presence. Thank you for the exclusive and taking time out of your busy schedule to talk about the fraternity. Brother Hampton, you have such a rich history, filled with so many accomplishments. Which would you say is your greatest?
I would think my greatest accomplishment was the establishment of a family when I met my wife and my two children that came along as a result of that. Beyond that, I had many accomplishments, and it's pretty hard to put them in order, but one of my most significant accomplishments was to cross the burning sands into Omega Land.
Brother Hampton, you continue to have the enthusiasm of a newly initiated brother coming into the fold and continue to serve your creed. What is the source of your strength?
Source of my strength is, it's a very simple answer to that. My God, my family, and my Omega. And those are the inspirations that I've had over the years that have really kept me going.
Sir, knowing three of the founders, how do you believe their perception of today's Omega will be?
Well, first, I met them. I didn't really know them as such. I met them, except for Brother Just. He died in 1941, and I was still in high school at that time. But I would think that their perception would have to be shaped by the circumstances and the things that have taken place over the years. When they conceived and formed the Omega Psi Phi fraternity, I'm sure that they had great things in mind, and there have been great things accomplished by our Omega. I think that as we go along and as Omega continues to develop, we will rise to the occasion and be able to deal with whatever adversities present themselves to our great fraternity.
Brother Hampton, Prince William County is a county which is over 60% Caucasian and barely 20% African American. How does it feel to have a middle school named in your honor?
Well, it's indeed an overwhelming honor. Something that the community was as involved in as I. This was my second go at a school naming, and the first school name was the first school that we tried for was named for my good friend Senator Colgan, which I understood. So we decided that we would go for another one, and as a matter of fact, we were going to continue until we got one, if I lasted. But we did, and the committee that was formed consisted of the Divine Nine, which is, of course, the fraternities and sororities that are in the Washington area, the NAACP, various churches, at least 5 churches were involved in it. And it was quite an effort and an amalgamation of different facets of the community. And it succeeded. And I think that it was a great honor to bestow upon me, but I also think that it showed that when we decide to get something done, if you can get the right people together and pull the right forces into motion, you can accomplish it.
Sir, what is your vision of Omega, and what would you do to change it, if anything?
I wouldn't do anything to change it. Omega has evolved just like the rest of the world, and things are different today than they were back when our founders got this together. But we have survived. We have overcome many obstacles. We have had many changes, and we have been able to weather the storm. And I think that our leadership will continue to direct us and to guide us through whatever problems that might present themselves.
So, Brother Hampton, what's your most significant guidance and advice to a newly initiated brother?
When I retired from the service, I went to work for a research firm, and we were doing research in human relations, cross-cultural problems, and things of that nature. One of the people I worked under was a Dr. Robert Humphrey. Dr. Humphrey had developed a theory based upon an utterance by Teddy Roosevelt, and that was, you have a duty to yourself and you have a duty to others, and you can shirk neither. He called that the dual life theory, where you dealt with yourself and you have to deal with others as well. And along with that, we were able to deal with many programs, and we developed many programs and problems. And those things augur very well into our four cardinal principles with regard to what we do for ourselves and what we do for others and what our responsibilities are. So I think that sort of takes into consideration all the things that have shaped my life and got me to be involved with doing things for others as well as myself. And I come from a big family, and I'm happy to know that we've all been, to some degree, successful.
Well, sir, I want to thank you for this time that you shared with us, and hope to see you again soon.
Thank you.
I know I've been changed. I know I've been changed. Omega, Psi Phi, and sign of my name.